a whole bunch of NFL news that has been happening. But we're also going to be playing some Last Epoch, and we have to get all the way to the Citadel sewers, and then hopefully, if it gets done in time, we're going to try to beat the boss in the Immortal Citadel. Okay, so that's going to be the plan. First, we got to go to the upper... I don't even know how to pronounce that. Then we got to go to the sewers, and the goal is to actually get all the way to the top here, as you can see, and try to get that boss completed right up in that location. And then that will be done with this whole area through here, except for, I don't really care about this location for right now. We can come back to it later. But there has been so much NFL news going on right now. It's actually hard to like even wrap my head around it. A lot of big names that have been going around, and I felt like I want to put my 2 cents in and actually like talk about what I think could be happening and kind of a forecast of that. So the first one is the Austin Eckler signing with the Commanders for a 2-year deal. We've seen a lot of running backs in these past week get signed to other teams. There's a lot of big name running backs coming to the free agency, and a lot of them already got picked up, which is actually really cool to see. That doesn't surprise me though. But Austin Eckler to the Commanders. Commanders did a lot to kind of beef up their team already this offseason, which is good to see. Whether they make something happen with it or not is probably unlikely because it's the Commanders. Sorry, Commanders fans. It's just the way it is. At this point, you have to understand as a Commanders fan that it's like that really is the way it is, and you're allowed to hope, but not to get your head too overloaded with it, because I mean it's just how it is. And then from there, the one that really kind of hurts me a little bit is release of Mac Jones, and then to get Jacoby Brissett. I don't really understand that one. I don't think that Mac Jones is a Super Bowl contender by any means. Like, I'll openly say that. I understand that. But at the same time, to suggest that they should be getting rid of him, I don't understand that one. I don't feel like he was that bad. And I think with Jacoby Brissett, they're going to do a hell of a lot worse. So why would you even pay if they're going to do bad, why would you pay money for another quarterback to do bad, unless I'm missing something? And so I don't agree with that one. The Commanders also did pick up Kirk Cousins, which is actually kind of crazy. They picked him up for a 4-year deal, and hopefully he does good at the Commanders. Kirk Cousins, to me, is one of those quarterbacks that he's not going to be a Super Bowl contending quarterback. You know what you're going to get out of him. You're not going to have necessarily a losing season with him, right? You're not going to have a 3-12 kind of season. You're not going to have a really bad losing record. You might go 8-9. You might go 9-8. And you're going to be around that 500, I think is the best way to put it. And he's a consistent quarterback. But again, I don't think he's somebody that's necessarily great. And they gave him a 4-year contract. He's bounced around the league for a while. And that move could be good. Again, maybe not necessarily long-term. Joe Mixon getting released from the Bengals. That's another one that actually kind of surprised me. I did not see that coming. And then they signed Zach Moss. For me, I haven't looked at the stats, so somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. But when I seen this, I just kind of think that it's like a flip of a coin. It's like either quarterback or either running back is going to do fine, and you can't really go wrong with either one. But apparently they felt that they could be doing a lot better with Zach Moss, and hopefully he does thrive there. Like, I hope he thrives there. But at the same time, as I previously said, I felt like that was almost an unneeded trade from my perspective. But again, I haven't looked at the stats. Another one is the Jets have signed Tyrod Taylor. I don't know how this guy's still in the league. There's some quarterbacks, I just don't understand how they're in the league. They're not good enough to be a starter. They're not even good enough to really be a backup. I know that he played backup last season, and he basically played a majority of the season because of the injuries and stuff. But it's not like he didn't do well. For a backup, you want him to, at least do somewhat well and know what to expect out of him, but he didn't play well at all. And I kind of feel like that was just a bad signing, and I don't agree with that signing at all. I think that's just kind of a waste of money. Vikings are expected to sign Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold's another one of those quarterbacks where I'm surprised he's still in the league. Derrick Henry, a lot of Ravens fans are really happy. I don't understand that one. Gus Edwards is really not that bad. And the Ravens are not going to utilize their running backs because they have a running back that they paid $250 million to. So getting rid of a good running back and then paying money to get Derrick Henry, which Derrick Henry is definitely a great running back. Like, don't get me wrong. And I just don't feel like they paid for him and they're not going to utilize him. It doesn't matter who is in the running back position at the Ravens. They paid a guy $250 million to run the ball. And because he obviously can't throw that well. And I don't understand why they would even want to go out of their way. Giants signed Drew Lock. To back up Daniel Jones. I don't know how much seasons Drew Lock's going to have. Again, if he's just a backup, I guess I can understand it. It's not a bad deal to always have at least a good steady backup. He's a veteran, he's been in the league, so he can at least bring his expertise. He might not be the best backup or even quarterback in the league, obviously, but again, he's somebody that can kind of, you know what you're going to get out of him. You know that you can finish the season with him. He's a good, steady quarterback to finish the season. These guys do some massive damage to me, and I'm not a big fan of it. I seen that the Browns are going to pick up, or did pick up Jameis Winston, and again, this is another one of those picks where I just don't understand it. Everybody knew that once Tom Brady took the Buccaneers to the Super Bowl and won, that they should have known that Jameis Winston, he's a flop. Like, he really is. But teams seem to think he's got some potential. He still thinks he's going to be a starter in the league, which I highly doubt he's going to be a starter in the league at this point. He's been in the league for how long now? Be sure to let me know what big trades that has impacted you so far as an NFL fan. I've never got into it. I really haven't, but it's supposed to be the Mike Tyson and Jake Paul fight. I don't know why people would even pay to watch that. I don't understand, because you gotta know it's fake. You gotta know Jake Paul is actually rigging the game. And then this will probably be the boss, I'm guessing.
Yes.
I've heard of your power. Let's see how you face this.
Oh, God, I don't know if I like this. Admiral Harton. Oh, no! Why is there two of them? Why is my shield not working? Why is... Okay, so there's technically three of them? I don't know if I like that. Okay, one of them's done. I'm just gonna sit here and kind of tank a little bit and just see what happens. I think I'm gonna have to move around because I'm dying. And that was, in my mind, a lot better idea than how it came out to be. And I'm glad that it dropped a heal potion. Okay, I can use that, and then I just have to remember to get out of the way as quickly as possible. And then once this is good, I can use this, let my mana re-go. Then I can just use this again. This doesn't do as much damage as my main attack, but it's still, you know, okay. Now I'm out. We can use this. He's gonna do some massive damage to me. I mean, there's just a few attacks right now that I kind of got to watch out for. Like if that one, if my shield would have lasted a little bit longer, that would have been better. I can use my shield here, and then I'll use that to get around to get the other heal. More of those that green stuff is what I really got to watch out for. And I'm rating that poison, so I'm going to do some massive damage when that breaks. Yep. I don't know which one's actually closer to death. I just know they're both kind of getting close there. I'm not too overly scared yet. Okay, one's dead. He's about dead. Whew. Okay. So technically there was like 3 bosses there. And we just got them all completed, so